If you want to make some picks on your favorite sports, check out Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game where you choose higher or lower on between 2 to 8 players and can win up to 325 times your entry. And using code ZERK when you sign up, you'll get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Alright, so as you guys know, Battering Ram and Aftershock are now banned. Let's talk about the best abilities to use. Now, I do want to give a shout out to CJ for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Notification bell on, comment below, Noti Gang. Also, I wanted to say huge shout out to you guys that copied the UFC picks last night. It was an absolutely massive day. We had almost $1,700 in wins. Literally, the first 12 picks that I did, I went 12 for 12. 12 individual projections, I got exactly correct, whether it was method of victory, the round of a finish, KOs, which were like a 3x multiplier on the very first night. It was absolutely incredible. A Kevin Holland finish, we would have had over $3,000 in wins. Still an incredible night. That being said, if you guys check out Underdog Fantasy right now, use code ZERK, you get up to $1,000 in bonus funds and 2.5 free picks only with code ZERK. One of them being this DAC 0.5 free pick. And if you guys have already signed up on Underdog using code ZERK, you have this live in your lobby right now. All right, guys, so we need to talk about the best abilities to be using right now in College Football 26. Now, as it did just say, Battering Ram and Aftershock, those are now banned, which is good because they were honestly way too overpowered. Those are by far and away, in my opinion, though, especially right now with bronze abilities, the best abilities to use. However, there are definitely still some other good abilities. So we're going to talk about right now the best ones that you guys could potentially be using. And of course, you know, it comes down to your scheme as well and what specifically you like to run. Now, what I will tell you though, in my opinion, one ability you guys should be using right now and try to find a way to get this in your lineup is most certainly Takeoff. Takeoff, as of right now, I would say, is definitely the best ability on the offensive side of the ball. It is basically going to allow you to just be able to beat your opponent deep, a lot of the time if they are not pressing. As you guys see right here, you get a slightly quicker release off the line when not pressed. If you guys go ahead and check out my Tim Tebow gameplay, which I posted yesterday, go ahead and check that video out. It was definitely a very good gameplay. You'll notice I have Takeoff on one wide receiver, which we'll talk about here because it's actually pretty big on being able to fit AP in. And yeah, I was able to just completely torch my opponent over and over again. Takeoff is definitely the best ability to be running on wide receivers. Also, another good ability, though, which is actually not on Eric Singleton here, is going to be Cutter. As you guys can see right here, you get slightly improved cut moves when route running. But pretty much versus man coverage especially, this is going to be really big if you're running slants or ins or posts or anything at all that you have a little bit of a cut. It's basically just going to help you get separation. Man coverage right now, it's pretty good, right? I don't think it's as OP as we've ever seen, but it is pretty good. But obviously, I think later on in the year, when people start to unlock more and more abilities and maybe run more abilities to help them in man coverage, Cutter will become more important even then. I still think Takeoff is the most important offensive ability. And a little tip for you guys here, these are the only players in the game currently that actually have this. But in the first ability bucket, as you guys can see, right, Takeoff's 8 AP. Well, in the first ability bucket on only alumni players, you actually get -1 AP. That is the only promo in the game currently that's doing this. They could possibly update the other promos to do that, but as of right now, this is it. As you guys can see, D-Jax gets Takeoff for 7 AP. I know there are some better overall 86, and we now even have 87 speed receivers with Singleton, but simply due to Deshaun Jackson getting Takeoff for 7 AP, he's in my lineup, and he's the player that I have Takeoff on because I want that 5 AP to be able to use it on whatever else I want to use it on. Now, some other good abilities, guys. Let's talk about the quarterback position. What abilities are best to run on your QB? Well, one of those abilities is certainly Dot. Dot is a very good ability. It's going to help you just in general have better accuracy. And as you guys know, when it comes to accuracy with quarterbacks, there are a lot of times you're going to have overthrows or inaccurate throws, and Dot kind of helps with that. Also, Extender is a very good one. It's 6 AP right now, though, so unless we get a alumni quarterback, I know we have Warren Moon, who's still not available for the next 2 weeks here, but unless we get an alumni quarterback who has that -1 AP, so you can get it for 5, and then you're running maybe Deshaun Jackson with a Takeoff, you could be able to fit those two in there. Extender was one of the most annoying abilities in the game last year, just constant sacks getting broken. Obviously, once you get later in the year, and we're talking about platinum abilities, that is going to be a major issue there. But for right now, Manziel's the only quarterback that actually gets it. Dot is definitely a good one, though, to run on quarterbacks. Also, Magician. Right here, you guys can see Magician. It is slightly improved pocket movement. I used it a little bit, didn't really notice all that much. Obviously, again, it is bronze right now, so these bronze abilities are not that crazy. For quarterbacks, though, I would say Extender, which I did just check. Warren Moon does get that, so when he's available in 2 weeks, yeah, it's going to be pretty big if you want to be able to run Extender and a Takeoff. And then, we'll kind of see exactly how many broken sacks you get. But definitely Dot, Magician, and Extender. Now, as for the offensive line, guys, there's really nothing worth using right now. You want to be using your AP elsewhere. And then your running back, you could also use some AP here, either with Shifty, which is definitely really good. The only thing is, it's hard to really get multiple good abilities, right? Because Takeoff, like I said, is by far the best. That's either 8 AP or 7 if you have D-Jax, and then you can't really fit in Shifty because it's 6 AP, but it is good. And then also Armbar, stiff arms in general are really good. Armbar just makes me better. So if you like Armbar or you like stiff arming, you love Armbar. Now, guys, onto the defense. Obviously, again, Aftershock was by far and away the best ability to be using. Now, without Aftershock, what are the best abilities? Well, on pass rushers, Quick Jump is definitely one of the better abilities you guys can be running right now. It's just going to, in general, help you get to that quarterback. And that's big. Now, in the secondary, there's a couple of different abilities you guys could be running as well. Number one is going to be Ball Hawk. I think if you're going to put any ability on a DB, probably Ball Hawk is what you want to go with. House Call is also good because it helps you catch picks, given though they also just made it to where catching picks is easier. But you can still run one, right? Put on a house call so you don't really have any sort of drops. If you guys run a lot of man coverage, blanket coverage, that's another good one as well. Robber is also good. I personally, though, prefer Ball Hawk over Robber. You guys could also run a Hammer if you want to on like a safety or something. I've been trying it out on Ronnie a lot. I really haven't noticed too much there, but it does give you improved hit stick attempts. And then also what you can run is either an inside disruptor. You can go with an outside disruptor. Personally, I prefer an inside disruptor to help against runs. I feel like defensively, you have that 1-7 AP ability, whether that's Quick Jump you want to run or that's Ball Hawk you want to put on. And then the 5 AP, I feel like isn't very great right now. Like Inside Disruptor, I've been using this to try to just help a little bit against the run. I haven't seen it activate every single time, and obviously the bronze abilities, they're just not going to. I even tried out Pocket Disruptor. I did notice this actually does pop up a decent bit. Does give you that improved pass rushing on 3rd and 4th and long. I want to say it's 3rd and like 8 plus it activates. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I noticed that when I was using it. But I tried that out. Didn't really notice all that too much. Like I said, I feel like you have that 7 AP ability, and then after that, it's just trying to find anything that basically works out here. So with that being said, guys, those are the best abilities to use right now. I definitely feel like offensively, you should try to get a Takeoff if you guys can. Defensively, you either go with a Quick Jump, try that out, see if that works out for you. Put on a Ball Hawk maybe on a cornerback, or if you're running that blanket coverage, if you're a heavy man coverage team, you can run 2 blanket coverages. Personally, not the way I go about it, but completely up to you. With that being said, though, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like in the video, and of course, that sub button down below. Make sure to check out Underdog Fantasy, use code ZERK. Follow me over on Twitter for my picks. Monster UFC day we just had with UFC 318. Hope we can keep that rolling. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.